the return, trying to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make a step to the 19. The Bobcats offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. He had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Chippewas offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Now the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Chippewas! They put the first points on the board.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the single back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And the Chippewas line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mills. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Chips. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
Let's pick it up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Game's not over. Why are you guys giving up?
You guys are garbage.
What just happened? Seriously? Not even a play?
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They beat him again. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
What is this?
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Here dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to get good.
Nowhere to go with the line down. He goes at the 39. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Dropping back. It's Mills. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On the option. Quick toss. Finds some pressure. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Thundering Herd. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseam.
He's loose. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Ready up.
First play of the period will be a second down.
Clear. Clear.
It's a reverse. Nowhere to go, and he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. It'll be 3rd and long on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. The passing game, absolute. Down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. It's good. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mills. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football.
Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Finds a little space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Chippewa.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment, whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. On target over the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle.
And another broken tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping them. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
The offense just just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Bobcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Runs through a tackle. Shoots his way for more. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To throw, it's Baker. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Chippewas headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Back to pass, it's Baker. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses, but man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio. about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times,
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to be.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The give from the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some work.
Intercepting the defensive side. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mills. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reading the option, it's Mills. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Hides the back and leaves it on the option.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option, it's Mills. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Might as well stick with him. And to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Chips.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. On the move. Hard running there. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Line getting set on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Holding. Defense.
Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bowie. Lions run high and deep. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the that catch.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they've been completely dominant.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
After that sack, the offensive line better get it stuffed together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing the fourth down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense had no answer for these guys.